Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. We are low on feed. That is the last bag of chick starter we will need all year. But fortunately, we just got back from the feed store and we have a pallet ready to go. But better than that, we stopped at a friend's campground local to us and they are getting rid of their Halloween decorations and moving on to Christmas decorations. I guess they forgot Thanksgiving, but they needed to get rid of their pumpkins. So we have a load of snacks to take to the pigs today. I think we even got more. Isaiah came with me this morning. We got 2 more here. I wasn't sure how many or how big they were. A lot of times they're decorative gourds and small, so I still wanted to get my feed. And they were all big pumpkins, which I am super grateful for. And the pigs are gonna be even more grateful for. But let's get this feed out of the truck, get the feed stacked up, and then we are taking snacks to everybody today. Let's go get this done. We've got to lower the pallet down so we can back it up in here to get closer to the pallets. Okay, farm workout is finished. We've got our pallet of feed. A pallet is 40 bags. Fortunately, our feed store allows us to mix and match so we can get to 40 bags. Like I said, I do not need chick starter anymore because tomorrow those chickens are headed to processing into our freezers. But I didn't quite get everything done and reach the goal that I was shooting for. I wanted to get all the feed put in here before I bought my next pallet of feed. Some of you guys may know that we also had a bowling pin business, believe it or not, but we are full-time into the farm right now, so I am working on cleaning out this space, which will allow me to clean up the garage, get all our feed put over here so I can just take my truck, back it up in and unload the feed in here, which will keep the dust down in the garage and also just put everything in one central area and we can kind of have a house garage again. And also I want to be able to park my truck in here, so I'm going to be moving all these pins. I'm working on getting rid of them. We are selling some of them. A lot of people will use them as shooting targets. Some people will decorate with them. Some people will buy them for fall festivals and use them for pumpkin bowling. So I'm taking all my pins. I'm going to be moving them over into this area. That way it cleans up this spot. We're doing a lot of fall cleaning. We're not trying to wait until spring this year. But that was my goal, to get all the feed over here, be able to park my truck in there for the winter because it doesn't fit in the garage. I have to fold the mirrors in just to get it into the garage. So that will give us more space for the e-bikes and all that kind of stuff and get the feed out of the garage, which hopefully will help keep the dust down. All right, got all the pumpkins where we need them, at least out of the truck into the back of the truck. Now we need to get them to the pigs. So let's head out and see who's looking for a snack. Actually, I've got a better snack first since we're close to the chickens. Let's get the chickens their snack first. Well, I figured since all the pumpkins are in the truck, we're just gonna take the truck around today. Hopefully it's not too wet in some areas. I've got some other things in here for the chickens, and we've talked about this before, but this is something that we use to deworm them. So I've got some old pork and I've got some beef, and we use wormwood, grapefruit seed extract, DE, and also some garlic. And that's just what we had on hand. You can also use crushed red pepper flakes, and it's just to help worm the chickens. So we're gonna start with a pumpkin because these chickens will tear this pumpkin up as well. They like to clean up these gourds, watermelons, pumpkins, it don't matter. Once they get over the scared part of it, we'll have some chickens come and check this pumpkin out. But when you drop a big old pumpkin, they tend to scatter. So let's get their other meat here that we can use for them and see what they like best. Trying to cut it up a little bit, get them a couple piles. They've had this before, so they're used to this. And there we go. Chickens are actually omnivores. They eat seeds, grains, meat, doesn't matter, worms, snakes, mice. They'll eat anything, and this protein is good for them this time of year, especially in the winter. We do this a lot in the winter just to help them. When these older birds here will start to molt, that extra protein is good for them to help with their molting. This one's already cracked a little bit. These ones have not had either yet. So let's get this cracked open for them. Let them pick that apart. And let's get them some meat too. Put it by their feeder. Well, this pen is not as exciting, and honestly, they're wanting to get away from my truck. I think they're scared of the, what is it, big black truck there? But they have not even started, but I guarantee you we leave these here today and they will pick that meat and that pumpkin apart and they will enjoy that snack. But right now, we've got pigs, Henry and Leonard, Ryder, and our little boar, and Phil. They don't care what's around, as long as it's a snack. Let's go get them some pumpkins. Hey guys, you ready for a snack? Huh? There you go. They're not scared of the pumpkins. So pumpkins, if you guys didn't know, are good. Also, the seeds and the insides are good for deworming, and I'm not saying that this is the only thing you should use. Some people will say they have to eat about 8,000 pumpkins to deworm, to get fully dewormed. So I'm not saying it's the only thing you should use, but it's definitely a good, healthy thing for the pigs. And as you can see, they love it. So we are very grateful to have these pumpkins, and the pigs are even more grateful than we are. What do you think, Henry? Delicious. Well, let's get some more fed. All right, halfway through, a little more than halfway through, and here are the mamas, and they are going to town. What do you think, Peggy? They'll eat the insides, the outside, every part of this pumpkin, and they definitely do enjoy it, right, Connie? You guys love fall. At least all the deliciousness that it produces. There's Betty White. There's Joyce, How you doing, Joyce? Busy? Yeah, I figured as much. Well, I don't want to keep you. Y'all dig in. Even you, Cheryl. Let's head over to our noisiest pen now, the meat herd. Maybe we'll try to throw a few. That'll work. Now we just gotta watch out for pigs. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Ears deep into a pumpkin. All right, I think we are satisfied in here. Up to your eyeballs, huh? You up to your eyeballs in there? You don't have to leave. That was a good pumpkin. So glad to have these. Pigs are so happy, as you can see. But it doesn't take much to make a pig happy. We can learn a lesson from a pig there. I like this one right here. Hey, is there some good stuff down in there? I bet there is. All right, we've got one pen left. Let's go get them fed. Look at this guy tearing up the seeds right there. Is that good? I bet it is. There they are, waiting for us. All right. Oh, you're gonna have to make me some room, y'all. All right, I would say that is quite a good appetizer right before dinner. We have a couple left. I'm gonna save those. See who eats up theirs first. I didn't put too many in with just when there was pens with 2 pigs, so we may get them some extras, but those will be good for a couple days still, and we'll be able to use them when we need them. But the wood pigs are doing good. It's gonna be a couple weeks and we will put a bunch of these in the freezer as this weather starts to change. We do not want to have so many pigs on the feed bill, and we also want to have some food to eat. But there's one more thing we have to do in this pen. Now, they're only going to be in here for maybe a week longer, but we need to get them some bedding. They actually ate a bunch of the hay, and with all this rain, you can see I emptied a little what it was left out. A lot of it gets wet, but there really wasn't much left in there. So we're going to fill these pigloos with hay and get them a nice dry, warm place to go at night. Before we get this hay, I gotta get these guys outside. These guys sneak outside every once in a while, and then I come out here and they run in, but I'm sneaking up from the other side, so they just can't automatically run in because they're gonna have to run past me. But we've got Smitten out here chewing on a pumpkin. And of course, there's more babies in here than what belong to her, but they are outside. This is the first time I've caught them outside. How are y'all doing? I know all you don't belong in this pen. I know y'all don't belong in this pen, but they are looking good and not happy to see me. Let's see, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might be most of them. How are you doing, Smitten? You enjoying that pumpkin? Let me move that away from the fence for you. There you go. These crazy pigs keep running back and forth, but they sure do look pretty out here, don't they? All right, let's switch vehicles. We're gonna grab the tractor and get that hay for our pigs in the woods. All right, let me crawl out of here. Nothing makes me feel better than having 2 pens full of nice warm hay that they can bed down in when it's raining, when it's cold. I know for sure that they are gonna be warm and happy. So glad to have that done. We are still going to town on pumpkins, which I expect to happen for quite some time. I'm sure they will leave them alone for a minute once we bring out feed this afternoon, but right now they are fat and happy. We got one more thing to do that's gonna make us happy, and it involves chicken. I think you're gonna like it. All right, maybe I lied. Maybe you may not enjoy this, but we definitely will. This is probably 40 thighs. Our last processing, we kept all the thighs and I skinned and deboned them all. So these are boneless, skinless thighs. And sometimes we forget when we're doing markets and stuff how much money we actually save by not buying all of our meats from the stores. And so we do this usually towards the end of the season, but we're gonna cook all of these up, and then we'll cut them up into like 1 pound packs and vacuum seal them, and that way we have meat for meals throughout the winter. So this is exciting. And what's your favorite? This is boneless, skinless thighs. Some people like the breasts. Some people say the breasts are dry. I like them both. I think the thighs have more flavor, but I don't ever remember my breasts being dry. We definitely temperature check everything that we're cooking, so that helps. If you don't have a temperature probe, you need to get one. Normally chicken's 165. You can do your thighs. I usually let them get to about 170, 175 on the thighs, because I feel it cooks them longer and the flavor comes out and the thighs don't dry out like a breast would. So it's quite a few thighs. We processed 40 chickens on our last one, so I'm thinking there's at least 40 here. Actually, obviously, there's more because there's 2 thighs on a chicken. I need to get my math right. But we're gonna throw these on, let them cook down, and show you what we've got. So I was trying to figure out why my math wasn't mathing, because I know we did 40 chickens, but we've got a whole nother bowl of these in the fridge that I have to cook up. But so far, so good. I have not temperature checked anything yet. I kind of just cook them till I can see them cooked at least halfway through on the underside, and then I flip them, and these are starting to look fantastic. Left side's getting right about where we want it. Let's check over here farther to the right. Oh yeah, I think we might be able to take all of these off of here. Oh yeah, let's get them off. Dropped one. Don't worry. We've got a 3-minute rule around here when it comes to chicken that we've raised. I am not wasting anything. This one here looks like it's got a little more cooking to do right in that one part. Sometimes thighs, they got weird spots on them that don't quite hit the grill. Then we're going to fish up our chicken that we dropped. When you raise it, process it, put all that time into it, nothing's going to waste. Whew, that's hot. Gotta set it right there for a minute. That'll be, actually I'll just grab it with the claw. This is gonna be my taste tester right here that we dropped. 3-minute rule. Perfect. Not even any dirt on it. Well, guys. Shouldn't talk with a mouthful, right? And there it is. Hard work that's gonna feed us all winter. Obviously, this is not just the only thing that's gonna feed us all winter. I've got another tray on there. We've got whole chickens stored up. We've got a bunch of stuff stored up for us as well, plus our pork. And that is why we do all this. So chickens got a snack and a treat, got dewormed. Pigs got a treat. We've got a treat that's gonna keep lasting us for a long time. Appreciate you guys following along. Hope you're having a great week. Don't forget to make the change, and we'll see you on the next video.